Mocha Alyssa Mustang. So today for this Wednesday with Willow, I wanted to show you guys how I taught Willow to say yes with the cone. So this first part is me just asking her to target the cone. I want to get her really comfortable with targeting the cone. You can see she is doing the standing chill position, but I'm not clicking for that, as it is just as easy for her to target the cone as it is for her to calm default. But later you will see me clicking for calm default, and I will explain why when we get there. Stay tuned until the end to see a creative example as to how I have used the yes button for a new behavior, and maybe even something that could be scary. So this, I'm just going to continue. I'm asking her to target the cone here. And yep, there we go. So I'm pointing and telling her target, and she's touching the cone. And there she's like, no, I want to stand chill. I said, no, how about you target? She was like, okay, I can do that. There, I'm going to click. There, I'm going to click for her targeting and standing chill. So I'm clicking for standing chill, and this is to encourage the no. This is to teach her that she can say no when we start doing the behavior. And now I'm cueing her again to touch the cone just to shift her mind, and I'm cueing standing chill to just kind of shift her mind into thinking you can say yes, you can say no. Her mind right now doesn't quite understand that the cone is yes, but now when she touches the cone, I'm starting to introduce a behavior. So I'm starting to pet her nose with my hand, and there, as you can see there, I just pet her nose as soon as she touched the cone, and there she said yes again. And you'll see her do the standing chill if she doesn't want to be touched. So to teach the no as well, you can cue the standing chill and just kind of help them remember you can say no. There, I just put a little bell on the cone there, and that's just been a little cue that she knows when the bell's there, then there's a behavior that's going on. So here I'm clicking for standing chill, and I'm petting her face when she touches that cone. Now I'm going to go back and pet her body. This was very helpful when I first got Willow and first started touching her body and brushing and everything, because she was still a bit nervous. It was good. It was really cool to have her be able to tell me when to touch her and essentially when to stop. But I will get into that in a later video. Here I'm going to jackpot her, tell her that was really good. There, she's like, okay, you can go ahead and touch me. And I'm just petting her. And I'm going to click and treat for that, give her a little jackpot, tell her that's good. I did step back just so she understands that I'm not cueing her to touch that cone. She touches that cone on her own time. And if she does not want to be touched, she will do the standing chill position. Just like so. So now we're going to move on to a new behavior. There I have a little washcloth in my hand, and it's dry, and I'm going to start getting her comfortable with something on her back. So there, she was a bit nervous of it, so I had her touch it with her nose at first, and I was treating her with just the regular Bermuda alfalfa pellets. There she said, no thank you. Here she's like, okay, I can touch it again. And I tell her you can touch it. And tell her good by treating her with those treats. Give her a little jackpot. Here's again, just having her touch it with her nose. And here you saw I actually like pet her face with it. Now I'm moving it over, and I'm telling her blanket, and then I'm throwing it on her, because later on I want to be able to have something that's big like a blanket, and that was the first thing that jumped to my mind. So the cue is blanket, and waiting there. So there she's telling me yes, telling her blanket, and then I'm throwing it over her withers, treating with oats there. It did go all the way over her withers. There you saw she said no. There she said yes. And here we've been working on lately getting her to side pass to the blanket, and so later on I will take the cone away and use her side passing and touching the blanket, the start signal. But I will get into detail on that in a later video. So there she did get a bit spooked, and I am clicking for her standing chill. clicking for her standing chill, because she says no thank you. That's her politely saying no thank you. And then she'll go back and say yes please. And so I will go ahead and ask her blanket. She's gonna side pass, throw it over her withers, and treat her good with those oats. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this Wednesday with Willow, and I will see you guys next week.